Venelle Powell is a local singer, songwriter known for her mesmerizing voice and captivating performances. Recently, she began hosting vocal and basic keyboard skills training to the next generation of performing artists. Venelle joins us to tell us all about this training and her recent recital, of which some of her trainees graced the stage and took the audience breath away. Yeah. Venelle, welcome to GMSKN.
Welcome back.
Good morning, stkittsnevis. Hi.
Awesome.
I always love the introduction.
So, Venelle, can you tell us how long has you been hosting this training?
So, let's start from the very beginning. When I got back from college in 2018, I started doing keyboard piano skills from my living room in my home. And I was just doing it like to get a little extra money. But then people started running in, like, okay, there are only so many afternoons after school, because I'm a teacher at a secondary school. So after school, I would come back and have sessions in the afternoon. So I was having one session every weekday. Then they started becoming double, 2 sessions. They started becoming triple, and it's like, whoa. This was way more than I thought. I was able to operate from my home for a few years, and then last October of 2022, I was able to reserve a space in Gingerland, Nevis, where I host the keyboard skills training and the vocal training. Because after I did keyboard skills, people, but I never see you play a keyboard before. Like, why are you not doing vocal training? Because that's what you're known for. You should be able to sing. And one thing led to another. Here we are 5 years later.
Congratulations.
Indeed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's talk about you told us about the inspiration for launching this particular program. Tell us about the overview of the training.
So over the years, when I was trained in college, part of the training was being able to show what you have been doing, because this is practice a skill.
Yes.
You're learning to do a skill. It's important that in the development, you know how to present that skill, even if it's at certain levels, right? So even if you're just a beginner, it's important to see, if you've been training for 4 months, 5 months, you should be able to see, okay, this is where I was 5 months ago and this is where I am now. So recitals and showing what you've been doing is important. So that's why it was factored in. I want to stress the importance of music education, because a lot of persons feel as though, the conversation is still happening. Music is a hobby. It's just something you do to pass time, but it's not. This is a job, this is a lifestyle, it's a livelihood for us, and I think it's necessary to share that. Just like you need a language, you need a science in school, you also need a creative subject. In the world that we're in now, you can't not be creative.
Yes, you're correct. You are correct.
Right? So I think it's necessary. It's fun to do. It's a form of therapy. It helps develop your brain. Yes. Like, I don't want to get into all this science, but like, you have to understand, even when playing a piano, this is easy to explain. When you're playing a piano, you're using both hands, right?
Yes.
So your brain has to know, say, okay, play with the right hand, okay, play with the left hand, and you have to be able to switch between those two things to get a song out. Yes. A song that takes 3 minutes to play, a song that helps people and people get excited about, but it takes a lot to create it. Yes. And I feel like that's a conversation that needs to be had, right? It's not just a hobby anymore. Yes. This is a lifestyle, this is a livelihood. And I think it's important to pass on the information. I ain't gonna be here forever, but music should be.
Oh, you're the second person that says you're not taking all your skills with you to the background. Exactly. You are gonna share it. So that's very good.
Indeed,
Yes, that's the goal.
And Venelle, on Good Morning SKN, we like to highlight persons who are doing extremely well right here in the Federation. And so we have a short clip of you demonstrating your skills. And so for those persons who have never seen you in action, here is a chance to take a look. Take a look, guys.
And
2, and 3, and 1, and 2. Up to your left hand. You forget? And 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3.
That's very good. And I must say, I always love your interviews when you come on here at Good Morning SKN. It's always vibrant, and I can feel your vibrancy as you're teaching that young person to play the piano.
Right.
Oh, wow. Good luck. Wow. But you are bright and cheery doing it. So I would, if I had a child, I would definitely send them across to Nevis so you can teach them. I like your teaching styles. You are welcome.
And my vocal students. So, that the community can see that we have emerging musicians.
Yes.
And one of my students is over the age of, I'll say 40.
Ooh.
And it's so interesting to see how people at different ages learn
Yes.
and apply the
Yes.
information.
Yes.
Right? And I don't think anybody is too young to learn a
Exactly.
skill, because that is what this is. This is skill training. Even if I said to all of my vocal students, if you can speak, you can sing, because you have a voice. All you need is a voice, and your voice just needs to be trained. There are many famous people who have the training and not much ability, right?
Exactly.
So why can't you sing?
Exactly.
Why can't you learn to play a piano and structure and stuff? Right.
So tell us about the recital. How did that go? How was the preparation? What were the highs and what were the lows?
Phew. So preparing as I said, I did one last year and I only had 2 students, so it felt like nothing. So this time around, I was able to present 7 students.
Okay.
So we had 4 on the piano and 3 vocalists. And it was a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be easy peasy, but what I didn't realize was that I am now putting people on stage for the first time.
Okay.
And they're not familiar, they're not accustomed. There are certain things that you have to know when you get on stage. So then I had to turn around and do a band etiquette training so that they can understand what to do when you go on stage, what to say, how to respond, where to go, like what not to do, what not to say, and that was a little bit more than I initially bargained for, but it went well. The students all presented well. Each student would have presented about 2, 3, or 4 pieces each. So each had their own like mini recital in the full recital. So you had your moment of the recital, your 20 minutes where you presented each piece. And it was mandatory that each student perform with my backing band, which is the Dissonance Squad.
Okay.
The Dissonance Squad. We had the live band on stage. So the keyboardist played with the live band and the vocalist sang with the live band. And they also did performances with a track. So you could show the versatility.
Okay.
And it was a lot more work than I thought, but it came out well. And I can safely say the students rose to the occasion.
Oh, nice.
They saw the challenge and they stepped up to meet it.
What about the attendance before we continue?
The attendance this time around, it was private. The attendance was only for the students and their invited guests. I did not really open it out to the general public as I wasn't sure how society would respond. Seeing that this is new. I didn't know if people, I didn't know how it was going to happen. So I didn't really open it to society. Whoever the students decided to invite, it was. So the audience was a bit small, but I mean, it was the parents and the spouse and the children of the participants. So to me, it was fine.
Good stuff.
And Venelle, can you share with us your feelings as a coach watching your trainees perform on stage? How did it make you feel?
Venelle's always animated.
It's a great feeling to see them grow, to see them accomplish a task. As much as I would feel like the task, to me, the task looks small. because I've been there.
Yes.
But for them, it's a big step. So, you know, it's like watching your baby get up and start to walk. It's like, well, I've been walking for years. It's no big deal. But for them, it's a great achievement.
Yes.
So for me, it was really satisfying to see, okay, if you never touch a piano again, you've at least had this moment where you presented in front of a live audience. You had to do public speaking because it was their recital. It was not about me. They had to present themselves. And you've done public speaking. You've done a public appearance with cameras and people around. So at least, you know, that has been accomplished.
Okay.
So it was a great feeling for me.
Awesome.
And it gives me hope that, you know, going forward, there are more musical persons in our society.
Yes, yes.
And I know you speak a little bit
because
about...
I can't stress the fact enough. Sorry. I can't stress the fact enough. We have so many singing-related, music-related activities that happen in our federation. Soca Monarch, Senior Calypso, Junior Calypso. There's so many things that need music professionals.
Right.
And the same 5 people doing everything.
I feel you. I feel you.
And it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. It's just so much.
Are you asking for a break, Venelle?
We can't do it all.
Are you asking for a break because we're not willing to give you a break just yet? I just feel like it doesn't have to be as sparse as it is. We need more persons. We need more engineers. We need more musicians. We need more vocalists. Church happens every week. We need more musicians. We need more vocalists. It can be better. And that's why I feel like we need to invest in our music education.
I agree. And let me tell you, one of the weird feeling is, for example, when you attend, let's say, church, and when you go to church, all these people showed up at church, and church is boring because no one is there to play the instruments.
Nobody knows how to.
Exactly.
Nobody is being trained.
Yes, so we need to get them trained.
Indeed. So, Venelle, share with us for those persons who are watching the show and are fascinated by the stuff that you're doing. How can they get in touch with you to be a part of your training sessions?
Well, I am very glad you said that because I am full. I honestly cannot take any more students, but I encourage saturated because I am the only teacher for. Wow! Unless I leave my other job and just do this full time and teach people from morning to night.
Calling, you just put it out in the universe. Calling. Venelle, can you hear us?
Right, so that's where I'm going. I'm going to the point of it's something that I've been doing by myself for the past few years. Yes.
Okay.
But this is the point now where I feel like it's time to expand. It's time to get more teachers. It's time to get investors. It's time to break out, create this music school that I've been dreaming about for so long. And I know that there are music professionals right here in stkittsnevis who are not as active as they could be.
Speak it, sister.
It's an encouragement, you know?
It is.
It's an encouragement. Go and get qualified. CXC music exists in the federation. You're a professional already. Go write the little CXC music and then boom, come call me and let's go expand this music training in stkittsnevis.
I love her. You just told them. I love it. You always tell them.
And Venelle, I mean, time really flies when we're having so much fun. But as we wrap this session, can you share with the audience how can persons keep up with the work that you're doing on social media?
Yes.
Okay, so definitely you can find me on all social media platforms. Venelle Powell, that's Venelle. If you spell it incorrectly, you won't find me. Sometimes you could put in Nevis or stkittsnevis. I think Google has tagged me enough now. It should be easier to find. Or you can call me directly at 668-4199. That's my contact number, contact information. And I also do trainings for short term. So if you're entering a Queen show and you need to sing a song, you can come to me. If your child has a graduation and they have to do a solo and they need practice, you can come to me, right? It's available.
Okay.
As much as I'm full, I'll make the sacrifices for the urgent stuff because it's important.
Yes, it is important.
Of course. And there you have it, folks. Venelle, we want to thank you so
lovely
much
Venelle.
for speaking with us. And we want to say, keep up the fantastic work that you're doing for us right here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yes.
And we look forward to seeing much bigger and better things from you in the near future.
And the music school.
Yeah, thank you so much. Before I go,
Yes.
I need to shout out to the Dissonance Squad. That's a team that works with me. I literally don't do everything by myself because
Okay,
that's
good
impossible.
stuff.
But I have my team who work with me, the Dissonance Squad. So thank you to them. Thank you for being a part of this process and for making music more of a priority in our site.